I think the TSA has gone too far, and I'll tell you why. This week, a baby, was pulled off a plane by the TSA for being a potential terrorist. Baby, yeah. Yeah, the action was slammed by parents' groups and applauded by anyone who's ever flown with a baby.
Funny, and here's the baby that Conan was talking about. Little 18-month-old baby. The New York Post depicts her as the face of terror. 18-month-old Rihanna. She and her family were down in Florida when suddenly kind of a hairy JetBlue employee came on the flight and said, "Hey, there's a problem. You got to come off the plane."
Yeah, because she apparently was on the no-fly list. Maybe they thought she was Rihanna the singer. Not sure. But anyway, her mother was wearing a hijab, which you know is a Muslim wardrobe, part of the wardrobe that a woman would wear if she's practicing Muslim. So now there are questions about whether or not that was somehow involved in the whole thing. But nonetheless, they fixed the problem, and then they told the folks they could get back on the plane. The family didn't go back on because they said they were too embarrassed to go back on.
Well, I mean, there's no excuse, there's no explanation for this. I mean, how could you possibly do that? I mean, what do you, I mean,
right.
it's you know, okay, well, the family, they were in Muslim garb. Okay, that's good. Okay, fine. That's
right. The little girl had a U.S. passport.
So
she'd been born in the United States.
And whether the family was in, I mean, what does it have to do with anything?
Yeah. JetBlue said it was a computer glitch. The TSA said that the family had not been flagged, but because they were embarrassed and they need to get home to the New York City area, they're driving 18 hours in a car.
Because they don't want to get back on the plane.
Negatory, good buddy.
All right, maybe the TSA should tell people about whether they're actually looking for people with cavity bombs and underwear bombs. Maybe that would be more informative.
18-month-old baby.
You know, look, instead of picking on little babies.
Well, few details being released now about a New Jersey radio personality known by many as a tireless advocate for veterans found brutally murdered in her home. Cops say April Kaufman was shot several times and discovered by someone who worked in the home. They say no arrests have been made and no details about any suspects have been released.